Hey guys, I'm back with another little tutorial. This time it's going to be on carving little Christmas trees. So I carved a couple of them, and I thought this would be a great one, a good practice. I think this would be a good one for beginners. I don't see why not. Take your time. I think you do okay. This started out with it's a 1x1 by 6-inch piece. You can use any size you like. It could be 2x2 by whatever size you're comfortable with, or whatever you have handy. I did it all with a knife, which has become to be one of my favorite knives. My Helvey 35th anniversary rough out knife. Love this thing. Just make sure you got them stropped like this. Oh, you guys have a strap. Got to have a strap if you're going to get in the carving business. Got to keep your tools sharp. So I just strapped this, but I'm just doing this just to show you. So anyways, get your tools sharp and we'll get started here. Again, this is a 1x1 by 6 piece of basswood. First thing we're going to do is we're going to carve this up like you're sharpening a pencil. And go around here, knock off these corners all the way around, and then I'm coming down about a little over an inch, I would say, down from the top. This is where we're going to start, is at the top. And then so you're going to come in the middle of all these. You're going to carve these down, and you're going to get them to where it's almost sharpened like a pencil. Don't worry if you can't take off, bigger chunks. You can take small ones. Just do a few at a time. Anything, just kind of look at it, make sure you're staying, so it's not all lopsided and all on one side. So get it all to a point. Thereabouts close anyway. Oop, I started to get off camera there, sorry. And after you get these, you just need to get it about like so. It doesn't have to be perfect. Then you're going to grab your pencil, and you're going to start on one side, on the flat side. You're going to start up here. You're going to come up almost, I don't know, from this point here up to here, it's about 3/4 of the way to the top. So you're going to come down like that. Then this one's going to come over like that, about, 2/3 of the way up that line. Doesn't have to be exact. Then you're going to come over here again, and you're going to take this one and you're going to bring that point to that one. So from here down to there. Then you're going to come into this line again, and you're going to come down here. Then you're going to come up here. Simple, huh? Then you're going to come down here. But again, 2/3 of the way up that line. Then you're going to come up here to that other point. Okay. Then you're going to bring this one down to this original point where we started. Like that. Okay. And we're going to take our knife, and we're going to start on one of these longer ones. Like right here, this line. When I say long line, I mean one of the very first ones we drew, it comes all the way up to here. Okay, we're going to make a rocking cut right here, and then we're going to slice down to here. And you're going to go pretty deep with the tip of your knife. If you have to make 2 passes, that's fine. If you have to make 3, that's fine. Don't try to force it and push too hard and slice something you don't want to slice. And I want to mention safety. You need to be wearing a carving glove. Okay. All right. Then we go to this next one, a little rocking cut, and then we slice down. Another rocking cut, and slice down. So if you don't feel like you're getting deep enough, make 2 cuts. Okay, so we got all the long ones done. Now we have to come and make these cuts. So we're going to start here, another little rocking cut. You notice I'm going down on an angle, kind of coming down into this. Not straight in, down on an angle like this. You're going to take this to this line that we already cut. So take your time. Okay, flip it around, rocking cut, pull it into that line again. Okay, rocking cut, pull it into that line. Rocking cut, pull it into that line. Okay, so we got all those now. Now we're going to flip our piece around, and with our knife on a slight angle, we're going to put our tip in right here, and we're going to cut all the way up to here and knock that chip out. Just like that. And then we're going to come here, again, take out some more, and we're going to take that line, or up to that stop cut that we made. That's what all these cuts that we just made are all called stop cuts. Okay. Now we're going to flip it around, go to this other piece. We're going to come around here. Oh, I got a little snag there. I can feel it. Yep. So we're just going to take little tiny pieces. So if you get into something and your knife just kind of stops, you might want to stop and try to go the other direction if you can. If not, take a smaller cut and make some slicing cuts instead of trying to just push it. You might have to pull your knife along and slice it. By the way, these little pieces that we're carving right here, I bought from Beaver Craft on Amazon just to try it, because I seen, I don't know if you're familiar with Doug Linker. Doug bought some and he said he liked it, and I have to admit they're pretty good pieces of wood. I don't know if they offer any other sizes. This is all I've seen with these 1x1s, but it's pretty good wood. I'm pretty impressed with it. So if you're looking for this size, I know you can get it. It's about $20 or something for, I don't know, it comes about $1 a piece. It's a little more money than what you can buy if you're buying bigger bulk pieces. Okay, so we went around, got all those pieces out, all right? And they're all pretty deep, which is good. Now, what we have to do is go to these little lines that we made here, these cuts, and do the same thing. We're going to, at slight angle, run it in there like that. Cut them out. And that's what we're doing. We're kind of tucking these in where it looks like they go down inside the other leaf, or other branch, I should say. Go to these, just slice them out. Again, if you have to take a couple of cuts, it's all right. It all doesn't have to be done in one slice. Just take your time and be safe. All right. Okay. So that's pretty good for them for right now. Okay. Now we're going to grab our pencil again. And we're pretty much going to be drawing the same things we did before. We're going to come from inside this one. You know, you can come up halfway. I like to come down just a little bit farther, about 2/3 from this point to this point right there. That's about 2/3. And I bring that line down like that. Then I come up this one about 2/3 of the way up there, and I bring this line down. Again, that same distance. I'll start it, I'll come down there like that. And it doesn't matter if these all fall on the same point. They actually look better if they're staggered just a tiny bit. Okay? And we draw that one. Then we got this one. And then this one. Like that. Then we're going to meet to this one. We have to come back to this line, the very first one we did. So we're going to come in here like this. Okay. See how that goes? Okay. Then we're going to do our little rocking cut again. Tip of our knife in, and we're going to come down, follow that line down, right up to that. Again, if you need to take 2 cuts, take 2. Because you don't want to slice these off, because it'd be easy to do, to push all of a sudden, let's go, and you come down here and slice these things off. Or cut yourself or something. Alright. So, a rocking cut. Rocking cut. Okay. Alright, we got all them done. Now we're going to come back to our other little rocking cut here. Remember, we're coming in an angle this way, down. I'm going to cut up to that line. Rocking cut. Cut up to that line. There we go. Rocking cut to that line. Rocking cut to that line. Okay, that's those. Now we flip our piece back around, and we're going to come into that little bit of an angle. Slice these out. Take that one out. Like so. Okay. Come right up to our stop cuts. And they should just pop right out like that. If you find that you didn't go deep enough, because you want to get down in there pretty good. The deeper, the more shadow it casts, the better your carving is going to look. It's all about having shadows, and that just enhances the look. If you watched another video I made, I always explain that. Makes such a difference. Okay. Cut that right up to that stop. Alright, so we got all around that. Now we're going to go back to our pencil. And here we go again. Another line coming down. Like that. And then we're going to come down here like this. And this one's going to come all the way down and meet it. Come here. Here. There. There. Now we're going to come back to our line again. Okay, flip the piece back over. Rocking cut. Okay. Rocking cut. Alright. Rocking cut. So this is just real basic tree, but once they get painted and everything, they're gonna look pretty nice, I think. All right, now we gotta do our short lines again. A little angle coming up underneath, up to that line. Rocking cut to that line. Rocking cut to that line. A little short one there. There we go. Okay, flip it back over. Put them pieces out. Next one, right there. Let's see, I felt that. Let's see. To the stop cut. Oh, we forgot to come back and we gotta jump back here in a second. I'll show you what we gotta do. Some of you caught that, I hope. That you know what I forgot. Let me know if you've been paying attention or not from the beginning. Okay, yeah, we gotta come up here. So we didn't trim these out. Remember? Come in an angle. We gotta knock these out and tuck them. Tuck them up into the other ones. And this one. Got ahead of ourselves there. Or I did anyway. Maybe some of you were going, hey, you forgot that. I hope. So it don't matter. I guess you could come back and do them all at one time, but I like to do row at a time. We'll be coming back over these anyway and cleaning them all up and making some different cuts on these to make them look a little nicer, the branches. But I think this is just good practice for anybody, especially by just starting out. You don't need, all you need is a knife, pretty much, a knife, a pencil, and a piece of wood. And a strop. Gotta have a strop. Okay, we got all those cut up. Now we're back to our pencil. So we draw like this. This. To that line. And there. Okay. All right. Now, the long ones, remember? Get all them in first. I think it's easier if you do it this way, get all the long ones in there first, and it doesn't get as confusing. When you start making all those different cuts here, you just roll it around. All the same cuts. Okay, now we can do these other cuts. Rock. And cut to that line. it. Cut to that line. Not much to hold on to when it gets down to like this. This is where you got to be really careful. Okay. Okay. Go very deep on that one. I think I need to cut that again. I didn't think I went deep enough. Okay. It's a little tricky holding on to these like this. Again, I can't stress enough that you really need a glove if you're doing this project, because you're getting close to your hand, one, with the knife, and not having a real good place to hold on to. Imagine if you got a little vise you could put it in, maybe. I don't know. You could try that. But just please be careful. I don't know when to get hurt. Get hurt and get discouraged. So I started a YouTube channel, Scott's Creative Carving. I've only got one video on there right now. Like I said, I just started it. This will be going on there. I may post this in my carving group that I started, and that's called Wood Carving and Art for Beginners. If you're ever interested in checking out, a lot of nice people on there, and all kinds of different wood carving, different art. Just fun group. There's about, I don't know, not almost 10,000 people in there now. If you want to stop by and say hi and join the group, don't cost nothing. And everybody kind of helps everybody out in there. Lots of words of encouragement on your stuff. Okay, so this will be the last row we're going to do here. So we're going to take it down, all of them real close to being about the same length. And I'm going to make that a little bit shorter, just I'll show you, because we're going to need the room, whatever little bit of room we can get there. So we're going to come about that far. Like so. Okay. Okay, now you know the routine. This time we're doing it, we're not going to flip it over this way. We're going to hold on to it this direction to put them lines in, and we're going to really sink our tip deep in there. See how far I went? I'll show you. That's how deep I went in there. Okay, and then we're going to take this around, and when we get towards the end, when we get to this point right here, we want to rock it. We don't want to come off of it and slice it. So when you get down to that point, just stop and rock it like that. Okay, now flip it over, go to the next one, stick the tip of that blade in there good and deep, because that's where we want it deep. Then come around and rock it. Again, deep. And rock it. Deep. And rock it. Now we're going to do other cuts. So we're going to start at the line and come down, and we're not going to go, we want to go deep there too. And then we're going to take our knife and come down and we're going to rock it again. Okay. Yeah, we're going to start there deep. Then we're going to come down and get to that end and rock it. And they're deep. And rock it. I think this is the last one. Deep. And rock it. Okay. Now, I guess we'll go back and cut these out. We forgot again. I did anyway. I guess that's not a big deal. It's not it's going anywhere. Doesn't stop us from making our next move. Okay. Okay, we got all them. Now we need to make our, we're going to go this route. Like that. Real easy. Real easy. Okay. So this one, we're going to knock that point out. That. Okay. That.
Did you get done?
Like that. No, I'm still making us. That was my wife checking on me. So she's going to be on YouTube. Okay, so we're cutting all them out. All right, before we go too much further, we want to get our base set in. And you can see how I did the bases on these. You don't have to do them this way. You can make them round, whatever you like. I just want them so they would stand up okay by themselves. So what I did is I just took my pencil and I measured with figure out where I wanted it, how thick I want this. And then I use my finger as a guide, like that. And without moving that pencil on your finger, you'll have the same line all the way across. You just keep it on the bottom, like that. Okay. Then we're gonna come to these corners, and we're gonna go straight in. Then we're gonna come down. We're gonna take some of that corner out of there. Like that. Again, straight in. Just like that. Okay, now we want to make another line right here. When you get to the edge of these things, you always want to stop and do a rock cut so you don't slide off. Stick the knife in there. Okay. take a little bit at a time. Oh, I don't think I got that one, did I? All right. Jeez. A little tough right there all of a sudden. Well, that corner broke off. No biggie. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to go all the way around and you're going to get this kind of narrow. Think of a tree trunk. Now this is where you're going to have to be patient and take little cuts at a time. Work your way around it. Like so. So you want to get that down to about, I don't know, maybe 3/8 of an inch, maybe almost a half. And for saved little time, I'll just keep it going. We ain't got that. We're only a little over 30 minutes in here, so we'll just keep it going. I'll just take some of this out. Just keep working your way around, taking some of that out. So you're going to need a little room to carve up underneath the branches. Just be careful you don't slice through this and break this off, this piece. Have control. Use your thumb. Use your thumb as a pusher, and then you're almost using this hand as resistance. So when you're pushing like this, it's called a push cut. You want like that, and then it's like you have more control that way. And you can also use it like a lever, like this. Okay. Now we want to kind of look at the base where we're at and see what kind of thickness we got going here. Is it close all the way around? That's not too bad. Like a little more can come off of this side here. Like so. Okay, now, oh, we didn't carve these up. Why do I keep forgetting these? Crazy. I'm sure you guys know now. You're probably going, man, you forgot that again. That's all right. We'll get them. We get them. Using that push cut with my thumb. Okay, we got them. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to plunge your knife in here again. We're going to go real deep again around all of these. So get them over with now. Every one of these. Straight in. Okay. Now we're going to carve them out again. All right. Just like so. If you have to make another cut, make another cut. See how we're doing this? All right, go around the whole thing like this. This is where you gotta have patience. This is where it takes just a minute. Just gonna keep going like that. Just like that. Okay. Now we can start trimming this up a little bit. Again, what you can do is make them cuts down inside there, like that, and move those pieces. So the idea is to, obviously, is to make this look like a tree trunk and get it round, kind of like these are. Okay. In case some of you were wondering. Again, this is something you want to take your time at. Don't cut yourself. Take your time. Especially if you're just starting out. It's not a race. You don't have to try to keep up. You can always stop this and rewind it. We still got a little bit of detail to do on the branches. I guess you don't have to, but I think it looks nicer with what I'm going to show you. Okay, we're almost done with this. Okay, so that about gets that. That's pretty close. You can monkey with it later if yours needs to be trimmed up. Okay, now how about the detail on these? All of these need to be, all these sharp corners on all of these need to be taken down. So we're going to go way down in there. We're going to come up like that on each side of that. And then go back inside and pop them out. Sort of like that. And then I kind of scoop them a little bit. Sort of like that. Same with the ones on the top. You're going to take them all like that, every one of them. Gives them a little character, a little movement, you might call it. And this is where this push cut comes in real handy, making these little scoop cuts. Okay, here we go down this row, finish that one back up. So this, by doing these cuts here, you can see why it was important to cut deep, because when you're cutting deep on all these cuts, this is what's making these pieces pop out of here for us. You know, if they're not, it's just don't take much to get them out. Get all the way up in there, and there it goes. These are the things that make the carving look so much nicer. Little tiny details like this. And then also, we're going to go back and we're going to look at all of these here, and we're going to take our knife and we're going to take it like this, and we're going to slice right into that and pop them pieces out of there and give it a little bit more of a shadow. Make these just a little bit deeper. See what I mean? Hopefully you can see the difference. Well, if my thumb was out of the way. That it gives it a little more depth and creates that shadow. And like I said, shadows really enhance your carving. Every new shadow you can make, it's worth it. Okay. All right, let's go down to this next row. Get all the way up in there, pop it out. Pop it out. Pop it out. If anybody has any questions, you can leave them in the comments wherever you find this posted. Like I said, I started a YouTube channel, and you can leave questions there, and I'll try to answer them best I can. I'm all new to the YouTube thing, so not exactly sure how it all works, but I'm going to try to figure it out. So you'll bounce around, cleaning up your carving as you're going, and every carving's the same way. You always find something that you can do. Always. I really like carving, and I think a lot of people would really like it if they gave it a chance. So you know, I'm always preaching it like the gospel. You know, I think everybody should give it a try and do some carving. I find it very relaxing. I don't really think about too many other things while I'm carving other than carving. So I really enjoy it. Oh, and something else too, while I'm thinking about it, just dawned on me here. Because these will be painted, and you always want to get the factory edges off. So, you know, even like where, like say right here, that a knife has not touched that surface right there or right there. So you need to get that off, or when you paint, it'll definitely take the paint differently. It'll look different. Something about the way the blades on the saws or the mill, however they're cutting these, whatever they do to leave them on, or the marks that they leave, something, I don't know why, what doesn't take the paint the same, it doesn't look the same. So it's important to knock them off too. Okay, I think we got that row taken down. Now the next one. Sorry if this video is getting a little long, but I was going to do some, I was going to pause and, you know, do some stuff and let you guys, you know, do your thing, and then I'd come back. But every time I've done that, making a video, all of a sudden my video will stop, and I don't know why. I'm videoing with my Samsung Galaxy S22 Plus, I think it's called. And it's a great camera, all that stuff, but for some reason it's shut down on me a few times when I was trying to make a video, and it gets really frustrating. You get almost done and all of a sudden it just quits. It actually happened to me a while ago when the very first time I went to make this video. So that's why I'm kind of hesitant on trying to pause it and, you know, do the video. And I don't know anything about editing, so if anybody makes that suggestion, trust me, I have no idea how to do it. Okay, again, I'm going to come back to these ones right here, where we've tucked these branches in to give it a little more depth, like that one. And that one. What a difference that makes. I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but when you're doing your own carving, you'll know what I'm talking about. Okay, now I think we're down to the last row of thinning these branches down, flattening them out a little bit. So if you find my YouTube channel, please subscribe. Hit the like bell and subscribe. I appreciate it. I like to try to make as many videos as possible to be helpful to people. Like I said, I just love to see everybody try carving and try to learn. I mean, I watch carving videos all the time. I learn from people so much. That's how I've learned. Never had a lesson. It's all just been by watching YouTube. And I just kind of want to give back, I guess. I still have a job. You know, I'm a self-employed painter. For over 40 years I've been doing this crap. And, well, it's got to come to an end one of these days, and this will give me something to do, I guess. It'd be awesome. Actually, I wish this is all I had to do. It'd be awesome. I know there's a few guys that, you know, they pretty much make a living off of doing carving and teaching and, you know, selling their stuff and whatnot. I've sold a lot of my carvings too. In fact, I have a show coming up the 25th of this month. It's like a holiday type show that I got to get over to the shop and get the chainsaw out and make a few trees to sell and oh, I don't know, maybe some other things. I got some pretty decent sized logs to work with. Looky there, we're getting there. Now we some pencil marks. Get them all out of there. I like to take these edges too and take the sharp edge off of them. I haven't really took the points off, but that sharp edge right there and right there, especially if it's got pencil mark on it. Them off. There's another one. Like that. And then this one. Okay. I'll go to the next row. It just softens it up a little bit. It gives you a chance to look your carving over too. Get those little fuzzies out of them corners. There's a few right there. Boy, that one really got bad. So anyways, I don't know if I'll do a video on painting this or not. Probably should, I guess. I got a few of them to paint. So you get the gist of it, I guess. Go around and clean up these edges. You can make it your own, do what you want. You can, if you do end up painting it, you could paint some bulbs on there, or you could find, I don't know, something to decorate it, like a Christmas tree would be decorated. Leave that up to you. But just go through your carving and you can look up in these little nooks and crannies and cut those fuzzies out. And if you don't have one of these, you should get one. A little denture brush kind of thing, and it's a little stiffer than a regular toothbrush. And you can get in there and knock a lot of them fuzzies out of there. A lot of times they're just sitting up there. You don't really have to get a knife to get them out. Some of them you do. Some of them they'll come right out, like that one didn't. So I'll take a knife and get that one out. But it is a tree, so you know there's nothing perfect about the tree. So if you do have a little imperfection here and there, it's not a big deal. Not a big deal. I hope this video helped a few of you, or one of you, whatever. Like I said, please hit the like and subscribe button. See what else is going to be happening around here. Doesn't cost nothing. It's all free. So anyways, I think that's about all we're doing for this video. That's how it turned out. Hopefully yours turns out and you're happy with it. If not, keep practicing. That's all there is to it. I still got a lot of cleanup to do on this anyway, but I won't bore you with that. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye now.